What's going on, everybody? LEIGHTDICKEY here. Welcome to a brand new episode of LEIGHTDICKEY TV. It's a bit of an unplanned video today. I just saw a YouTube ad for a website called homeworkhelpglobal.com, and I wanted to give my opinions and thoughts on this website. So, without further ado, let's just get right into that and right into this video. Now, homeworkhelpglobal.com, from the ad that I saw, it was a really quick, like 15 or 30-second ad. You can pay someone, or pay this website or service, to do your homework for you. Essays, presentations, they can edit it, proofread it, for a fee. I think the fee starts at, depending on what it starts at about $18.50, goes up to $58, and you can also get things depending on like page count, word count, and depending on the level, so high school, college, university, master's, PhD, there are varying prices. Now, I'm sure this is available in other countries. I live up in Canada, where the show comes to you from, so my prices are in Canadian dollars. So when I say somewhere between, like, they start at $18.50 and then work their way up to about $58. That's Canadian, and that's, I think, a high school level essay is about $18.50. That's where they start, and then a PhD, where they could start, is somewhere between $33 and $58, depending on the level of education that you're looking for, right, or the level of expertise that you're looking for. The prices also vary via your deadline or your timeline. So if it's 5 days or more, then they start at the lowest possible price. If it's, say, they have things going from 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, less than 24 hours, less than 12 hours, and less than 6 hours. So depending on your deadline and your timeline, prices will vary. And then there's editing services, proofreading services, they'll work on presentations for you for a fee. Now, call me an old curmudgeon, okay? But back when I was in school, back when I went to elementary, high school, college, and university, the students that were actually assigned the work, we did the actual work. We didn't outsource any of the work. We didn't have services like homeworkhelpglobal.com, and not that I'm condoning it. I don't know whether I should be scared or applauding the person that came up with homeworkhelpglobal.com, where you just pay somebody to do your homework for you, so that the excuse of my dog ate my homework just flies out the window. I don't know, again, whether I should be scared or I should applaud, because now you're just paying people to do the work for you. This is, like, I don't know, like, my opinion of this whole service is, what are you actually learning as the student just paying somebody to do your homework for you, like the essay or the presentation, or even if you have them edit it? Like, wouldn't you use your connections at school or wherever to have somebody look at it for you, just have somebody help you out? Or is it just easier these days to have somebody do it for you and just pay somebody on the other side of the internet to just do your homework? I don't know. We're at a point now in 2020 where you can get everything and anything on the internet for a nominal fee, but is your homework something you want to leave in the hands of somebody else? Depending on whether or not, like, it's a PhD or a master's, even your high school diploma, like, is that really something you want to leave in the hands of somebody else? I don't know. When I was in school, the students that got assigned the work, we did the work, and we got graded as such. We handed in the work. Of course, you always try to hand your work in on time, but there are days you might run behind, you might be running late. That happens. That's life. And you just, you take the penalty, you move on if there is one, and you just move forward, okay? It's to quote Rocky, Sylvester Stallone from Rocky Balboa, the final Rocky film, Rocky 6, it's not how hard you get hit, it's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. Okay? So, that's all I'm saying. Is it really worth, like, paying somebody to do your homework? I understand that the higher up in school you get, the harder the work gets, the more your workload gets. Like, I have friends that are still in university, I have friends that went back to school, and to be completely honest with you, I understand, it can be overwhelming. Right? I understand that going to school can be a bit overwhelming, no matter what age you are, whether, you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or you're just straight out of high school. I get that. But paying somebody to do your homework for you doesn't necessarily mean, you'll be learning nothing at that point. It's just, I have a deadline of 6 hours, or less than that, can you please get this done? I have a deadline of a week, can you do this for me? It's just, you gotta work on your time management, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not absorbing the material if you're paying somebody to do the work for you. And you actually need to learn in life, okay? Whether it's at school or out in the real world, when it comes to life itself, you need to learn. So paying somebody to do the work for you, and I'm not trying to crap all over homeworkhelpglobal.com. I'm really not, okay? I don't know whether I'm still stuck between whether it's an ingenious idea and applauding the person who came up with it, or being completely mortified that we're at the point now in 2020 where we're paying people to do our homework. Right? I really don't know. I don't know what camp to side with. I don't know what side of the fence to sit on. Because it could be, some of you could consider it a genius move. Others, you could think, like, what's this world coming to, where we're paying somebody over the internet to basically do our homework? I'm just thinking, if I'm a student in this day and age, depending on where I'm going to school, what level of school I'm at, I don't know whether or not I would want somebody else's words or somebody else's touch on an assignment that's meant for me. I don't know whether I'd want that, because I'm a firm believer in that if it doesn't sound like something you'd say, if it doesn't sound like something you'd write, don't say it, don't write it. Okay, if it doesn't sound like the authentic you, it's not yours. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with anything, whether it's a video, whether it's a song, whether it's a podcast, and something that you are writing for somebody to grade, whether it's your high school teacher, college professor, your master's professor, whether you're working on your master's or your PhD, I understand that time, like, we're running in a very fast-paced world now. Okay? Everything's at our fingertips, and life is going at a lightning quick pace. And we're just consuming, but I'm not sure paying somebody else to do my homework is the answer. And that's just my opinion on homeworkhelpglobal.com. If they're available in your area, either applaud or be mortified, depending on what side of the fence you want to sit on. Me, I'm still kind of in between, because I don't know whether to applaud the person for the idea, because some people might call it a genius move, like I said, or some people might be mortified because you're not really learning anything if you're a student and you're paying somebody else to do the work for you, because you're not absorbing the material, you're not taking anything from it. It's not nurturing you in a way, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you're like a plant, right? You have to get the nutrients from the ground to grow. Same thing with your mind, okay? If you're not learning things by putting them down on paper, like ideas or words, then you're not going to absorb the material, and you're not going to retain it, right? You can't If you pay somebody, it's like, here you go, thank you, like, here's your payment, thanks for the essay or presentation or whatever, and then, you know, less than 6 hours later, you're just giving it to your professor, or you're emailing it to your professor, or whatever. What did you do? What did you learn? Nothing. Okay? So, genius, mortified, you decide. Let me know in the comments below, but those are just my opinions and thoughts on homeworkhelpglobal.com. If they're available in your area, in your country, let me know. If they're available where you're from, let me know. Follow me on social media, links in the description. Please do comment, like, share, and subscribe. Again, I've been Leigh Dickey. This has been another episode of Leigh Dickey TV. My thoughts on homeworkhelpglobal.com. Let me know what you think, but we will see you all in the next video. Again, I've been Leigh Dickey. This has been another episode of Leigh Dickey TV, and we will talk to you all again very, very soon. Peace!